Hi, YouTube. So I'm sorry, so how should I start? Is there a way I should start? Or just...
However you want.
Okay. You know what? If you ask me tomorrow, I would probably... If you ask me the funniest joke I've heard, tomorrow I might have a different answer. But the thing that comes to my mind right now is a joke that I heard secondhand. A Robert Hawkins joke, who's a great comic, who I don't know very well. I know him on a hi, how are you basis, but my friend Jesse Joyce, also a fabulous comic. He and Robert did like a tour of military. I'm sorry, should I be talking to you or the?
Whatever you want. You can go back and forth.
Should I start again? No, I feel awkward.
This is fun. No, it's good.
This makes it feel real, doesn't it?
It does. That's the whole thing.
But I guess he and Robert had done some shows in the Middle East on military bases, and apparently at the end of the show, at the end of the Robert Hawkins set, and I'm horribly paraphrasing, and I apologize because there's nothing a comedian hates more than when people mutilate their bits, but he would say like to the soldiers, like, guys, when you go home, like, don't just like jump on your wife and just like, attack her and just be, like, because remember, you're the one who hasn't had sex in a long time, not her. And Jesse told me that like people would kind of be like, oh, and then like this huge laugh would start. Like, that is fucking balls, man. That to me is like one of the great things about being a comic. It's like, it's easy to make jokes about what everybody thinks is funny already. It's much more satisfying to say something that is awful but true and then make people laugh because they acknowledge that, And here's where I do a different thing in case that is deemed awful. I will say and this actually won't be as funny now, but I will tell you, I've been doing comedy for 15 years. The funniest I ever felt in my life is when I was 8 years old, and I was at the dinner table with my family, my brother and my father and my mother, and back when they were married. That's right, I'm a child of divorce. But at one point, my mother had asked me for the salt and pepper, and I grabbed it, and then before handing it to her, I started putting salt in my food, and she just flipped her lid. She's like, that is, when people ask for salt and pepper, you don't use it first, you hand it to them, and she like really ripped into me. There was other stuff at play, I'm sure. But, so I kind of just took it, and then I handed her the salt and pepper, and then right as she was about to salt her food, I said, hey Mom, can I have the salt and pepper? And my brother and my father just started like quaking, that sort of like where they not allowed to laugh because they knew that, it was going to be like Hurricane Mom. And I have never felt that sense of satisfaction in my life. And I think that probably was the moment where it's like, oh, I need this feeling more often. Like half entertaining people and half infuriating people. That's, to this day I get the goosebumps thinking about it.